Hi everyone, your professor here. I've been reading your preliminary questions, essays. Pretty happy with what I'm seeing so far. I did want to point out that nobody has started a discussion thread yet. We need to get on that. Discussion threads are a key part of participation in this class. When you do an online class, we have to have a certain amount of contact. 3 contacts a week, every week in discussion threads is going to be part of this class. So if you're kind of holding off, waiting for somebody else to go first, go ahead, dive into the cold pool water and get it started. Okay. Now, I wanted to talk about some of the handouts that are available in the handouts section. And right now, I want to point out, first of all, there are 3 right now that are available. The first one is called the Out-of-Class Essay Guidelines. Looks something like this, which you can probably not read on the screen. That's fine. It has about 2 dozen or close to 2 dozen bits and pieces of advice, very practical advice meant to help you write for an academic audience. Here's the key. When you're writing in classes, a lot of times, especially when you're not in an English class, your professors will not tell you how to write. That's because they expect you to already know because you took my class. Okay, so you might want to keep this around for quite some time. The advice in the out-of-class guidelines sometimes might seem a little obvious, a little simple, but trust me, behind every one of these things is a student who did something. Yep. So, first 7 bits are about format issues. They reflect the same format that is in the syllabus on the very final page. If you take another look at that, you'll see that they're pretty much talking about the same thing. Then there are issues of style, meaning how to handle language. When I give you these guidelines, these are not just suggestions, okay? I expect this to be followed because this is how to write good academic writing. Now, we may in the future have to go into this guideline sheet a little bit more deeply with certain ones, especially if I hear back from people saying, hey, I don't understand number 12 or number 16. What in the world are you talking about? And we can kind of go through that. I just kind of want to get a measure of what's working and what's not working with you guys. There are a few bits and pieces for literature students that I left on there. Sorry, just ignore. Oh, you can keep it in case you take a literature class in the future too. The second sheet that I want you to look at is the MLA format sheet. Now, we're going to have a lot of discussion of MLA. A lot of you said in your preliminary questions sheet that you're already familiar with MLA to a certain extent. That is terrific. Glad to hear it. Some of you maybe have stronger backgrounds than others. The MLA format sheet is a quick down and dirty greatest hits of MLA. Obviously, in just one sheet, 2 sides, I'm not making up for what's in the entire book. But it does have some, well, let's go with the first side. The first side, as I'm going to refer to it, is the in-text citation side. So this is what you're going to be doing in your essays, okay? The other side, we could call it the back side, but that's kind of prejudiced, is for the works cited page, okay? So what you need to do, especially if you're a little rough on MLA, is go through and look these over, okay? Make sure that you are up to date, up to speed, especially for some of you. If you learned MLA under the 7th edition, I should let you know there are a lot of changes in the 8th edition, okay? Pretty significant changes, in fact. So you're going to want to make sure that you double check with that, okay? So that's all I have for the video tonight. I just, again, want to encourage people to get on that discussion. We're going to be introducing the first major paper assignment tomorrow. That would be Wednesday, okay? So look forward to that coming. And you're going to need to keep up with the reading in the textbook. I've asked you to read chapter 1. Okay, that chapter 1, basically, I'm hoping you put that to some use with the Mesa advertisement. Like I said, nobody's done anything yet. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay? Bye-bye.